Cymru is a country we're all proud to call adref, home. Ein gwlad, ein cymdeithas, ein hanes. Our landscapes, communities and heritage define who we are. Ond mae'r byd yn newid. The world is changing. Our climate is warming. We're seeing more heatwaves, milder and wetter winters, increased flooding, rising sea levels and stronger storms. We need to act now to protect our health, homes and communities and the natural environment. This challenge is also our greatest opportunity. Mae'n cynnig gobaith, cyfle I wella iechyd ein pobl, gwarchod byd natur a bioamrywiaeth, creu swyddi a diogelwch ynni, ac, yn bwysicaf oll, rhoi arian yn ôl ym mhocedi pobl. Drwy gyflymu'r broses o arbed costau trwy'r trawsnewidiad gwyrdd. Mae Cymru eisoes wedi cymryd camau beiddgar. Ni oedd y Senedd gyntaf yn y byd I ddatgan argyfwng hinsawdd yn 2019. Yma yng Nghymru rydyn ni wedi addo cyrraedd zero net erbyn 2050. Lleihau allyriadau fel nad ydyn ni'n rhyddhau mwy o nwyon tŷ gwydr nac y gallwn ei tynnu allan o'r atmosffer. So, what are Wales's targets? Wales has milestones for 2020, 2030 and 2040, with a final goal of net zero by 2050. To keep on track, we use 5-year carbon budgets. Mae ein hymateb i'r argyfwng hinsawdd yn eistedd ochr yn ochr a deddf llesiant cenedlaethau'r dyfodol. Dyma ymrwymiad I ystyried effaith hir dymor ein penderfyniadau. Felly, lle ydyn ni ar ein siwrnau? Yn newyddion da, rydyn ni wedi gwneud cynnydd sylweddol. Yn ein sector cyflenwi trydan, mae allyriadau wedi gostwng 56% ers 1990. In waste, we've cut emissions by 69%. And for industry and business, emissions have dropped 35% since 1990. Rydyn ni bellach hanner ffordd trwy'r degawd o weithredu a ddawsom. Dyma'r foment I gamu mlaen, nid arafu. Mae'r cyfleoedd yma, ynni glanach, swyddi newydd, cymunedau iachach. Industrial emissions in Wales mainly come from cement plants and refineries. These industries face some of the toughest challenges on the road to net zero. Decarbonisation here will take long-term action, from switching to cleaner fuels, to capturing and then storing the carbon these industries produce, to investing in new technologies. The priority is clear: protect existing jobs, build new green skills, and create opportunities so no one is left behind. To share more on this journey, we welcome Ben Gwyrddach, CEO of Net Zero Industry Wales.
Net Zero Industry Wales has the ambition to position Wales as a leading clean energy transition hub and remain a cornerstone of the UK industrial base. We already identified a large volume of anchor projects in Wales that could be delivered in the next 5 to 10 years, which has a total estimated investment value of over £30 billion. I'm very mindful that the journey to net zero is not only for the big emitters. We are a country that makes stuff, but also that making of stuff is done by a lot of small and medium-sized enterprises. The decarbonisation journey or the journey to net zero can be quite daunting, but luckily there is support out there that can help businesses to kickstart the journey to net zero.
Gwresogi a choginio sy'n gyfrifol am 97% o allyriadau tai, a bron I gyd yn carbon dioxide. Ond nid yw'r her yma jyst am gadw cartrefi'n gynnes. Mae'n ymwneud â gwella effeithlonrwydd yn ni, lleihau tlodi tanwydd a chreu gweithlu medrus I ddarparu tai carbon isel ar draws Cymru. Mae rhaglenni Llywodraeth Cymru fel nyth, cartrefi Gwyrdd Cymru a'r rhaglen ôl-osod wedi optimeiddio yn helpu. Ond mae angen gweithwyr medrus, cyngor clir a chefnogaeth ariannol i berchnogion tai y landlordiaid wneud i hyn ddigwydd. Mae cynghorwyr fel y Pwyllgor Newid Hinsawdd a'r grŵp Her Zero Net Cymru 2035 wedi gosod blaenoriaethau clir. Rhoi'r gorau i'w resogi tanwydd ffosil, gwella effeithlonrwydd ynni, cefnogi tai cymdeithasol a chartrefi incwm isel a sicrhau bod cyllid a sgiliau yn ei lle i wneud y trawsnewid yn bosib. Transport is another key sector where Wales has the tools to reduce emissions and unlock benefits. It's our third largest source of emissions, and almost all of it, 99%, is carbon dioxide. Rydyn ni'n newid i gerbydau trydan, gwella trafnidiaeth gyhoeddus ac yn ei gwneud hi'n haws i gerdded, beicio a defnyddio cadair olwyn. Policies like Llwybr Newydd and the EV Charging Action Plan are paving the way. Driving less and more slowly helps cut emissions. Switching to electric vehicles, even with the initial cost, can also lead to savings and lower running costs for drivers. Arbuddion iechyd, cerdded, beicio a defnyddio trafnidiaeth gyhoeddus mae'n lleihau straen, yn gwella ffitrwydd ac yn creu aer lanach a strydoedd mwy diogel i bawb. Our transport strategy is already creating change, but we need to make sure it works for everyone, especially rural and vulnerable communities. For transport, the opportunities are huge. They will save money, improve health, and ensure our communities are better connected. Mae ffermio ar tir yn ganolog i Gymru, ond maen nhw hefyd yn rhan fawr o'n stori allyriadau. Unlike other sectors where carbon dioxide dominates, emissions in agriculture are harder to reduce because they come from natural processes. That's why decarbonising land use is such a unique challenge. On one side, farming must adapt, healthier soils, smarter livestock practices, better waste management. On the other, land itself has the power to help us. Mae plannu mwy o goed yn gallu storio carbon, creu swyddi gwyrdd, cefnogi bywyd gwyllt a helpu efo llifogydd. Gyda pholisïau fel Deddf Amaethyddiaeth Cymru, y cynllun ffermio cynaliadwy newydd, rhaglenni coetir a chorsydd ac arloesi mewn technoleg amaethyddol, mae Cymru'n dechrau ail-linio'r ffordd rydyn ni'n ffermio ac yn rheoli tir. The impacts of climate change are one of the greatest threats to public health in the 21st century. Rising global temperatures put pressure on every part of our lives. But while the risks are real, tackling the climate emergency also brings huge opportunities to improve health and reduce inequalities. Now, to tell us more about the health impacts of climate change, we welcome Eirgain Powell from Public Health Wales.
Felly mae lleihau ein allyriadau nawr a adeiladu gwell gwydnwch yn ein poblogaeth yn mynd i arwain at poblogaeth mwy iach a hefyd lleihau pwysedd sydd ar ein system iechyd sy'n golygu bod yr adnoddau'n gallu mynd tuag at y bobl sydd ei angen.
Just as tackling climate change improves our health, it also strengthens the natural world around us. Mae amgylchedd glanach Gwyrddach yn helpu i warchod bywyd gwyllt a chynefinoedd, adfer ein tirlun a gwneud Cymru yn gryfach i effeithiau cynyddol newid hinsawdd. Mae natur yn rhan o'r her ac yn rhan o'r ateb. I ddweud mwy, croeso i Clive Walmsley o Gyfoeth Naturiol Cymru.
There's been a growing recognition internationally and also here in Wales of the importance of nature and the natural environment for addressing climate change. We know that nature is increasingly impacted by accelerating impacts, but biodiversity can also play an important role both in carbon mitigation and adapting to climate impacts. Climate action is also a critical part of tackling pollution. Pollution to our air, land and seas is not only harmful to nature and the environment, but also to our health. Changing temperatures and extreme weather also impacts farming and reduces its productivity, which has knock-on effects for food security, potentially. Adapting to the changing climate will not only make our natural environment more resilient, but will also help secure food, water and a safer future for the people of Wales.
Nid yw gweithredu ar yr hinsawdd jyst amdanom ni, yma, nawr. Mae hefyd am y genhedlaeth nesaf. Bydd y plant sy'n tyfu fyny yng Nghymru heddiw yn byw efo'r penderfyniadau rydyn ni'n ei gwneud. Mae nhw'n heiddi dyfodol sy'n ddiogel, cynaliadwy a llawn cyfleoedd. I ddweud mwy, croeso i Rosio Sifuentes, Comisiynydd Plant Cymru.
I've heard really strongly from children that they really care about their planet. We only have one planet and they're really worried about the changing climate. We have a duty to listen to those children and respond to their concerns. I really urge decision makers, adults, to make sure that children are part of the conversations, part of coming up with ideas. They have so many fantastic ideas, and really involve them in planning for a better future. We have fantastic legislation in Wales, the Wellbeing of Future Generations Act, that says children have the right to be healthy, to be protected, to have their voice heard, and all of those things, I think, relate to climate change.
Mae Wythnos Hinsawdd Cymru yn dod ag arbenigwyr, cymunedau a phobl ifanc at ei gilydd i helpu siapio'r dyfodol. Because this transition needs to be fair, inclusive and built on real conversations. Mae gan bawb ran i'w chwarae. Dyma eich gwahoddiad i fod yn rhan o'r ateb. Felly, be nesa? Yr wythnos hon, rydyn ni'n gofyn cwestiynau mawr. Sut ydyn ni'n cyflymu pethau? Sut ydyn ni'n rhyddhau potensial Cymru? Sut ydyn ni'n sicrhau bod y trawsnewidiad yn deg i bawb? Your ideas will help shape the next climate plan for Wales. Together, we can turn climate action into opportunity for you, your community, and all of Wales. This is our moment. This is our chance. Hwn yw ein cyfle mawr ni. Join us on our journey.